The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey!
We'll have a little pop-up. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together. We playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now,
Man, so it's good to hear everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Fair warning, I'm not nice, and I don't seek to be respectable. I'm not asking y'all for anything, because y'all can't and won't be both my savior and my oppressor. I don't want reform. I want to turn this building into luxury, low-cost housing. These will make some really nice apartments to me. Firstly, stop using black children as photo opportunities, because they're cute now, but in 10 years, they're black male suspect in red shirts and khaki shorts. Eating cookies and drinking milk with children does not absolve you of your complicity in their oppression and denigration, Rick Smith. Because Kansas City will spend more on police than education and then try to encourage children to feast with their oppressors. Y'all are really weird. It's asinine to be called radical or homegrown terrorists for not wanting government employees to kill citizens in any instance. So I'm not here begging anything of soulless white folks and self-preserving black folks. You get one life, and you all in this room have chosen profits over people, and that's pathetic. So I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes reading y'all for a filth, something I'm sure nobody has ever done. Nathan, the gentleman in the vomit-colored men's warehouse suit, in desperate need of Bosley and a haircut, a former FBI agent who exudes white privilege and is the epitome of mediocrity, and who loves Trump so much that he hired his former attorney general at his firm. And it's so sweet because he spent most of this meeting looking away with his head in his hands. Or Pastor Mark of Victorious Life Church on 34th and Paseo, where the mission is to provide a place and opportunity to worship Jesus Christ and preach a message of hope and faith through God's holy word in the building. Meanwhile, he's subjecting black people to terrorism and un-Christ-like behavior at the hands of KCPD outside the building. And Kathy, Miss I'll get here before the other commission members, so I look as if I have empathy, and I'm excited to hear what they have to say. Meanwhile, I didn't have anything else to do at 8 o'clock in the morning but be rich and white and retired, so I'm here early. Or Don, owner of Wagner Investments, Blue Notes LLC, and part owner of the Royals, another rich and white and disconnected and out of touch person with nothing but pure apathy seeping through the bulging veins of your paper-colored skin. You age like trash when you're racist and subject others to violence. And David, you don't get a vote, but it'd be a shame if your really progressive students at UMKC Block School of Management knew you were a cop lover in 2020. I don't think they would be a huge fan of that in 2020. In 1960 maybe, but this is 2020. And Q, had I not spent the entirety of the last 6 months dragging you, I would have more to say, but I don't. And Rick, I won't even begin with you because I don't care enough about you.
Ma'am, your time is up.
To start, but you will have to spend overtime in a chapel at the end of your life. You have blood on your hands, and while these idiots hold you on a pedestal, God does not honor injustice and murder. Anyways, I'll leave you soulless, profit-driven, avaricious, greedy, God-forsaken humans, including anyone who works in this building, with one Bible verse from the Bible detailing the life of Jesus Christ, who was another unarmed black man murdered by authorities in the book you hellbound people claim to love so much. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul? You're really funny. Kiki.
I am the KC Stork. Never, ever, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers. I mean, what?
What's left to say?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
And I just have to say,
I don't know.
She said she gave fair warning. Wasn't nothing fair about that warning.
None.
I don't know.
Not at all.
Dog, you know there was a motherfucker in that room that was like, oh God, she going down the line. She going down the line.
I hope I ain't on that list.
Mary Lucas got off easy, man. She like, Q, I know I ain't fucking your ass up, so I'm gonna keep it moving.
I've been dragging your ass for 6 months.
But that shit didn't go viral though.
Hey, bro.
Glenn got off easy, boy.
Hey, why she pull that? I was thinking every time I watched that though, why she pull that shit out like she was on Hot 97, dog, doing her freestyle. Here I come in, here I come in, here I come in, and then I say, make a cue, you a hoe, you a bitch, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? We should burn this shit down. Fuck the establishment. Fuck you. I was like, damn, nigga, she. Hot 97, Funkmaster Flex in the house, baby.
Hey, I'm so petty. Hold on, I'm so petty. Why when that shit went viral, I drove by Victoria's Life just to make sure everything was cool over at the church.
Hey, real talk before we get to the show, if y'all know her, please put an order of protection around that sister. I don't know if we need to get
oh man,
we need to get the white girl.
We need Letty's protection spell.
Yeah, dog.
Yes.
We need the protection spell, dog. Somebody call the white girl, tell her how to draw them circles so we can get her right, nigga.
Exactly.
Okay. What's going on, y'all? Triple B in the house, brothers breaking bread. We are here. 10 meters, half of the brother Doom, Joe Jeff here. I'm the KC Stork. What's going on, fellas? Nothing.
What up?
Oh shit, let's get into it. Hey, I know you down there, you and Noah down there, 2x2 on that arc. How you doing down there, 10 meters?
Man, I needed Noah's strength this week, boy, because as y'all know, Zeta came down there and wreaked havoc on our city. She tore a new hole in the already existing hole in New Orleans.
Right.
So we had, first of all, I'm safe and sound.
Good.
I weathered it and everything like that. But the neighborhood, yeah, it's kind of messed up a little bit. We got some down trees, down power lines, and several exploded transformers. Because the infrastructure here in Louisiana is still dating back to like the early 1900s, man.
Mm-hmm. And y'all live in a bowl.
Yes. But everything is everything. Everything is good. I just got my power on like a few minutes before we started the show. So
nice.
Thank God for that.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, yes he does. But before I move on, I do have a source on my side eye.
Okay.
I told you guys before we started the show I had a source. So you guys know me. I'm usually genuinely nice to people and stuff like that, especially if I have a guest come over. I'm usually nice to them and, try to treat them fair, right? So I actually had to throw this one young lady out. In fact, I did. I threw her out of my apartment. She had to go, dog. She had to
Wait
go.
a minute.
And let me tell you why she had to go, man. I threw her out, dog.
Damn.
I mean, and when I say I threw her out, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning thrown out.
Like Jazzy Jeff from Bel Air?
Pretty much. I said...
But tell the story. Tell the story.
So, it all started, I invited this young lady down from Baton Rouge to come and, I guess, kick it with me for the weekend or whatever. We're supposed to do our little thing and everything like that. And I knew something was odd by the way she by the way she arrived. So when she came over, man, she had this like bewilderness, like look on her face, she was not quite all there. So I was like, what's going on and everything like that. She said, oh, nothing and stuff like that. And so we proceeded to go into the house. Make a long story short, it just was a disaster. She was acting like, she was 15 years old, she's 48, and her mentality was just like childlike. So we're in the store. I'm, trying to pick up a few items and stuff to make for dinner and things like that, and then she runs off. And I'm like, what the hell? Where did she go? She stopped over into the vegetable aisle and said, "Ooh, these grapes looks good." I'm like, well, that's not really on my list or whatever and stuff like that. And proceeds to throw them in the basket like a child. I'm like, ooh, I'm not going to pay for those. Oh, don't worry, I'll get them. I'm like, okay, all right. So later on, we're going down the aisles and stuff like that. She started picking up things that, wasn't on my list and just being really, really distracting. Then all of a sudden, I told this one lady that, hey, such and such don't look right. I don't think you should buy that. Oh, you're just argumentative and everything like that. So I'm like, okay. Then we move on from the store, and then she decided that she wanted to go get something to eat. When she got something to eat, she had an argument with the people at the restaurant saying, oh, this is not enough food and things like that, and you don't put enough food on my plate, and it was just de-escalating rather quickly. Mm-hmm. So we get to the house. I'm starting dinner and things like that, and I turned on the TV on there. Before I started, I gave her a little glass of wine, tell her to relax while I was doing my thing in the kitchen, right? And then she's like up like a child, like, hey, when is dinner going to be ready and stuff like that? I say, hold on. It takes me a little time to cook. I got to prepare the meal and stuff like that. And she's just like up and down like a little child. So I was thinking, well, what's going on with her? And things like that. So needless to say, later on, we started, I finished cooking and everything, we ate, and then I'm sitting down, relaxed. And then she snaps at me and says, well, you need to get up, go take your shower, and let's hurry up and go to bed. I looked down, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa. Why are you, you snapping at me? I just sat down, I just cooked and everything. Give me a few minutes or whatever, or you need to do what you wanted to do. Mind you, she had already took a shower and dressed for bed. And this is like 8 o'clock in the evening. So moving right along past that, clean the kitchen, get ready to go to bed and everything. And she's just like, had this really bad, sour look on her face and things like that. And she gets up, walks to the living room, lays down and things like that, and then walks back in and starts an argument with me for nothing.
What did she say?
It was just like, huh?
It just feel like you leaving some details out here or something. What did she say? What y'all argue about?
So the argument started off as I was trying to come here and I guess get reacquainted with you. So I'm like, so what's wrong? You trying to get reacquainted with me and stuff like that.
So this somebody you knew already.
Yeah, it was somebody I knew already.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody I already knew. But I'm trying to get reacquainted. She was saying that she was trying to get reacquainted with me, but I was blowing her off, and things wasn't just going her way, and I was like, you know, I was just, you know, I was doing such and such, or I was in the middle of cooking or whatever. You know, if you'd have had a little bit more patience with me, I could have entertained you better. Well, I just came over here, and I don't understand why you don't pay me any attention and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, you know, I was busy or whatever. And then she starts to, and things started escalating. So
she said, "These grapes are $6." I'm sorry.
Exactly. Right. But anyway, so things was getting heated. Things was we started going back and forth and everything. And then I was asking, so what exactly were you mad about? And she couldn't answer the question. In fact, I asked her several times why you was getting mad at me. And the funny thing about the whole thing is when she hit me with that the song lyrics, that's what really made it funny. So we was arguing, and she said she hit me with that Roberta Flack. She said, every time I come over you and trying to get reacquainted and everything, and it's the closer I get to you, the more you make me see, and I'm giving you all, and I started cracking up in her face. I'm like, you gonna hit me with that Roberta Flack, dog? And she said, oh, so she didn't like that, but then she started to get really loud, and I'm saying, hey, you need to calm down, and I have neighbors, and it's pretty late, you know. But she was getting louder and louder, and then I was getting frustrated. I'm like, first of all, you won't tell me what you're mad at because you don't even know what you're mad at. And second of all, you know, I'm pretty tired, you know, of going back and forth, and we're not going to resolve this. So, you know, just go ahead and sit. You know, go ahead and go back into the living room or whatever. And then she kept coming back and forth and getting louder and louder. And so I just finally said, you know what, you have to go.
Nigga, this might be the most old nigga story I've heard in a long time.
It's that old nigga story.
I ain't buying no goddamn grapes. Put this shit back.
Pretty much. That's what I said. I'm not buying
we got a new Clint Eastwood. Hold up.
This nigga Anthony said, bitch, I'm cooking. What you mean you want to go buy some food?
How much were them grapes, man? That's all I want to know. How much were them grapes, man?
The grapes was only I think it was about $2 or $3 a pound.
Yeah, coupon.
You were gonna buy them $2 or $3 a pound grapes?
Yeah, coupon.
Oh, man, I had a list.
You had a list, and that was like that's some old man shit right there.
Man, y'all should get married, nigga. Y'all two old ass niggas.
Whoa, wait a minute.
That sound like a married couple, like a motherfucker, man.
No. First of all, how the hell we gonna get married, bruh? And we don't really know each other like that, man.
It happens all the time. It happens all the time.
The bickering part there.
No, I think she already got the no. So my whole thing was this is supposed to be like a date, man, and you don't really know me that well. How are you gonna start an argument with me? You know, and we just kicking it.
Well, shit happens.
Wait a minute. Start an argument.
You didn't buy the grapes, nigga.
If you'd have bought the grapes, she'd have been in the better mood.
So I must have missed it. Maybe it was the grapes that got her mad or something like that.
Test.
Because I think that was childish.
You failed the test, nigga. You supposed to buy the grapes.
I was supposed to buy grapes.
Then you supposed to be like, hold on, baby, I'm cooking. Why you buying this other food? I got you.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I'm cooking at that, and she knew what I was cooking.
What was you cooking?
She might need some grapes to eat while you was cooking.
You should have put. You got the apron with the dick hole. That's what you should have put on.
Yeah,
put the apron on.
I mean, I had that too. I had all that shit ready.
Yeah,
I had the lotion.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Shit.
I don't know, dog. That's like I don't know.
I had the strap on and everything ready.
Wow. Why you got a strap on?
Huh? What are we doing?
What?
What's happening?
This motherfucker with smooth left. Where does detour come from? What?
Wait a minute. So you got,
I knew we should have betted this goddamn story.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How you got your dick in
we should have betted.
This nigga got his dick in the strap on, nigga. What's happening?
Man.
Oh shit. That might be the most old nigga story I've heard in a long time. You sound like my pops and his wife, nigga.
Hold on. Tell me that you was getting pegged.
Oh. No, hell no, dog.
What you need a strap on for then? Huh? You heard the fuck I said.
Nigga's
what you need a strap on for if you were getting pegged?
So, maybe she might be into that type of stuff. I don't know.
So you into letting her get into you?
Hell no, bro.
What the fuck are you talking about? What's the strap on for, nigga?
I can understand you had a vibrator, but you said you had a strap on. So you got a strap on above your dick.
Come equipped with those parts, nigga.
Nigga, I mean, I'm good, but maybe she wanted something bigger. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe see. Like I said, you left some points out of the story, bro. Like I said, cause your story went from she came down, we went to buy some grapes. I didn't want the grapes. Then we got into an argument. Next thing I know, we at a restaurant. Bitch arguing about more food. And then next thing I know, the bitch singing with Brother Flack.
Pretty much argued the whole damn time she was down here, dog.
She probably
that was my biggest complaint. She argued the whole time.
She was probably wondering why you had the strap on.
So I finally had enough, and if she had to go home. She had to go home.
Damn, you throwing people out the house at 2:00 in the morning?
At 2:00 in the morning, and I don't ever do no shit like that. Really,
that is the wow.
But she had.
You made me feel.
That particular chick had to go.
Over grapes, nigga?
Damn.
No,
that's the most non-confrontational.
It was an argument for nothing, and she wasn't coming up with a valid reason for her argument.
Nigga, that's when I just roll over and go to bed.
It was more than grapes. It was way more than grapes.
That's when I just roll over and go to bed. Like, all right then, okay, bitch, I'm going to sleep.
Hey,
I've done that. I'm going in the other room.
That's what I was gonna do at first. I was just gonna say, all right, well, why don't you just go and rest your head on the couch? I'm going to bed, and as soon as you get your mind right, we could.
Okay, but you threw her out though.
That was my intention.
But you threw her out though.
Cause she kept going back and forth, arguing for nothing.
I don't know. I feel. You know what? What's her? She got a Skype.
Uber, nigga.
She got a Skype. I want to get her on the show. I want to get her on the show.
Get her on.
I want to hear her side of the story. I want to hear her side of the story. She gonna be like, he told me I can have all the grapes I want, and then he just gonna complain when I put the grapes in the basket. I'm like, y'all niggas need to get married.
I said I was gonna pay for it.
I said I was gonna pay for it.
It was $2.39 a pound.
I Venmo'd a nigga. I Venmo'd him.
Nigga, no.
Hold on though. When this happened though? When this happened?
Last weekend.
Okay, I'm about to say you throwing women out in the middle of a fucking tropical storm. You heartless nigga. You old heartless ass nigga.
Get your ass out of the hurricane.
Hey. When she opened that door, all you hear is bitch, big out my house.
Report live from the eye of the storm.
Her ass blew away.
2:00 in the morning. Honesty reporter. This bitch I just kicked out.
You throwing women out in tropical storms, nigga.
Last Saturday, dog. It was sunny that day.
Sure was.
Sunny and hot.
Sure. Hot.
It was sunny at 2:00 in the morning, nigga?
No.
Got him. Where do you live at? Alaska, nigga? You talking about it was sunny.
Hey, man, this because y'all niggas keep bragging.
Nigga, you got me sweating, nigga. I'm sweating in my own house, nigga. God damn. Wow. I'm crying, bro. Hold on. Oh, shit.
Over some goddamn grapes.
Y'all still on the grapes, though.
That's what it comes down to. It's all about them grapes, I think. That's what it comes down to. Because that's such a nonsensical.
That's all I heard.
That's such a nonsensical thing. But that nigga say it wasn't on my list. I had pork chops, strap-ons, and KY jelly. I did not have grapes on my list.
That's an old nigga fight right there for real, nigga. Oh shit. Put them goddamn grapes back. I ain't buying this shit.
That nigga opened up his coupon book. He said, ain't no coupons for these seedless grapes, bitch.
Yeah, ain't no goddamn coupons for these grapes.
Hey, Stork. Joe, how you doing, man?
He said he wanna move on.
Wait,
You heartless.
Hey, go get the Sunday paper.
You heartless ass nigga.
I need you to go get the Sunday paper.
Sunday paper was Saturday, dog. The Sunday paper ain't out yet.
You heartless nigga. You throwing women out in tropical storms, nigga. Oh shit. No. I call you Chris Breezy, nigga. Okay, we gotta move forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tropical storm hit New Orleans on Wednesday. This happened last Saturday. Okay, this did not happen on Tuesday.
Oh shit, dog.
Or Wednesday.
Was it sunny?
It was sunny earlier that day.
Okay, Andy, like y'all niggas y'all ain't gonna do this to me. Hey, ma'am, if you listen to the podcast, you can always feel free to come on and tell your side of the story.
I'm telling you, when she starts to tell your side of the story, you're going to be confused because you don't know I'm a little confused right now, nigga. I ain't going to lie to you. What? I said I'm a little confused right now. I ain't going to lie to you. I told you. See, you confused. You don't even know what the fuck she was arguing about.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, you know what you make for dinner? Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. Can you cook?
Jambalaya and broccoli.
You said fish?
Fish. Mm-hmm.
What kind of fish?
Trout.
How'd you cook it?
She wanted it fried.
Wait a minute.
So did you fry it, nigga?
Yeah. Is she the hungriest motherfucker in fucking Louisiana? So she went and got food and then you cook.
Exactly, dog.
It's all good.
Exactly.
Nigga, if you'd have bought them grapes and held her over till the trial was done, nigga.
Nigga, no. She should have been full from the food that she bought.
What'd she get?
Or that I bought, I should say. That I bought.
Okay.
Well, let's get who bought it, nigga?
Huh?
He ain't got the story right.
You talking out of both sides of your mouth. Who bought the food?
I did.
Okay. All right. I mean, I've had your food before, so I know it's pretty good. So I don't know what's happening. Anyway,
Hello, how you doing, man?
How you doing? I can't stop laughing. I know this nigga Anthony. He had that wife beater on. He's probably looking like Samuel Jackson in Black Snake Moan, nigga.
Oh, that was my black socks on.
I just don't know how fuck he got the strap on, nigga. That's all.
Joe's still on that strap on.
Cause you said
nigga,
it.
I ain't got the strap on.
Cause you said it.
The strap on,
Cause you said it. Huh.
You strapped it on, my dude.
I'm sorry, audience.
Oh shit! I can't stop.
And then I can't even back my way up out of that shit.
Oh nigga. That nigga had that wife beater on. Said, "Bitch, you got to go."
This nigga was in the fucking pregame talking about, nigga, I got a story for y'all.
Oh, dog.
That was the story, though, man.
She whacked, though, too. She gonna be singing some Roberta Flack lyrics at 2 a.m. Woman, if you don't go to fuck to sleep.
I was like, what? You are not about to sing. Don't.
What? Didn't she tell you to get your shit, go take your bath and go to sleep?
Yeah, she told me to go, as I sat down after I finished cooking. I sat down.
You finished cooking at 2 o'clock.
Dude. No, I was cooking at. It was about 8:30.
So I think this argument went on for a while. It sounded like she was trying to give you some loving. It sounded like she was trying to give you some loving.
Okay,
so she was like, "Wash your tank."
She said, "Trying to give me some." No. Then why didn't she just try to love on me?
Cause you had a strap on.
Because you needed to take a fucking shower. Your ass was nasty.
Balls. Wash your tank.
First of all, I washed my nuts before she came.
Yeah, but then y'all
Nigga, that's the problem. Why the fuck you wash the nuts? Wash the whole entire person, nigga.
What you been? This nigga dipped his balls in the sink.
Motherfucker won't buy no goddamn grapes. Take it all day to fry the fucking trout, nigga.
No, listen.
This nigga dipping his balls in the toilet bowl, talking about I'm good.
Like that nigga washed his hands on the podcast at one time.
Damn, y'all. Oh, you gonna bring that shit up,
That nigga like, I put a new blue tab in the back. It's good, ain't it?
Oh,
I got that blue ball water, nigga. I'm good.
Oh, nigga. So I had washed my nuts before she came over. I took
Why
a
didn't
shower.
you wash the whole fucking person?
I know, but you been out and about all day. You been in the kitchen. You probably been sweating. She wants you to be
I
clean.
took a shower before she came over.
I know you did, but y'all went out and fought about grapes and fought about food.
No, we was only out for like a few minutes, man, for an hour.
She wants you to be fresh. What's wrong with that? Be fresh.
No, nothing was wrong with that. It's just the way she said it.
But all she said was go wash your ass and get in the bed.
No. Why don't you hurry up and get yourself up off the couch? It was like she was snapping at me.
She's trying to hurry up so I can get this pussy before I go to sleep. Cause both of you niggas sound old. No, it wasn't like that, bro. Nigga, she like the stores to the pussy the doors to the pussy gonna be closing here pretty soon.
Whatever. The doors of the pussy, I think, was closed when she came up here.
You better hurry up before 9 o'clock before you turn this WAP into DAP, nigga.
Like it's 8:30. I just sat down from cooking. Let me get 5 minutes at least.
Wow.
I needed to breathe.
This is the most set in my ways old nigga argument I've ever heard.
Old nigga argument.
Y'all sound like my dad and his wife, bro. I swear to God.
But nigga, you know I'm set in my ways.
I feel you.
You don't deserve no pussy then, nigga.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
Bro,
What you mean I don't deserve no pussy, Joe?
You set your ways, nigga. You ain't willing to bend for nobody.
I
You won't buy
live-
them goddamn grapes. It wasn't on the list.
Oh.
Hey,
no.
you sound like my dad and his wife, bro. They literally had an argument because he said Ray South is off of fucking 350 Highway, which you can see it from 350 Highway. She was like, no, it ain't. Like, she wanted the exact address, nigga. Like, I was like, I hate both of you motherfuckers. He's like,
She wanted the exact address.
He was like, well, you can see it. You can see it from the highway, can't you? I was like, I'm taking my children. We're leaving. We're not going to be a part of this shit.
But it looks on 350 Highway.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna try to move on, but I'm sure every once in a while I'm going to think about them grapes and just start laughing during the podcast. What's going on, Joe?
The show should be called The
I have
Great
nothing to match that, bro.
The grapes of wrath. Well played, nigga. Well played. Oh shit, we normally don't do that, but that might have to be the time we just announced the fucking title, nigga. That's well played, nigga. Well played.
This nigga living out of Steinbeck novel, bro. That's funny as fuck. Anyway.
Oh shit.
Anyway. Okay. Most notable thing that I saw this week was I was recommended 2 pieces of materials to kind of engage in that were politically minded. Shout out Ada sent me a podcast, so that was one. And then there was on Amazon Prime, there's a video called All In from somebody else. So, excuse me. So what I found out is that one of the contributors to both of those projects was my favorite professor from Mizzou.
Okay.
Professor Carol Anderson. So I had been looking for her forever on Facebook, and then all of a sudden in 1 week, like I'm talking about for a decade, I've been, every once in a while, I wonder if Professor Anderson on here. And all of a sudden in 1 week, I get 2, pieces of, documentary material that were passed to me that she contributed to. So I looked her up on Twitter. Gator, who was a guest last week, was already following her. She has a blue check mark. So
nice.
I don't know. I try to drop a line to her, see if she remember me. But you know, she got a blue check mark. She's probably busy. We'll see. You know. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know. Maybe when the election calmed down, maybe I'll try it again and see. Reach out to her, see if I get a hold of her. But that was one of the highlights of the week.
What were the two podcasts? Or the you said the one, then yeah.
So All In was it was about it focused on Stacey Abrams' fight in the 2018 election, but also subsequent materials to end voter fraud, specifically in Georgia. But it was, you know, it was talking about voter suppression in general and how the Republican Party has been engaged in that in recent years. And Dr. Anderson, you know, she goes back historically all the way to the beginning, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely delves into that. And then the other thing was something from Audit was Throughline, was the podcast, and I don't remember the name of the episode, but it was also about the history of voting, and I thought that was a pretty interesting listen, you know what I'm saying? So she thought that was something that maybe the kids in my class might be interested in. I don't know how many of my kids will be in the podcast, but I may pass it on to my AP course, right? And just, you know, let them check it out. Maybe throw them extra points if they can, you know, let me know that they checked it out. So, yeah, so that's what they're about.
Nice.
That's nice, man.
Mm-hmm. Even when she's not on, always contributing. Thank you.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Shit. Over here, nothing. Kansas City. People getting shot. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, but not a source on my side. I don't know. So yeah, back to being serious. They so you know it's playoff time, district time here as far as football goes, and I guess across the nation. And Lee Summit North had to cancel their postseason. They had a couple of kids that tested positive, so yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, they weren't playing today, so they had to go. They just went ahead and said we're not participating in the postseason.
Oh, so I'm going out there tomorrow. I just came from there. I was at Lee Summit North today. Mm-hmm. Our districts for I'm not coaching cross country, but my track athlete is running. And so I've been kind of, you know, throwing a few extra practices here and there. Right. And so went out to Lee Summit North today, went out there last week and just kind of got them on the course, got them looking at the thing and just kind of see where the contours of the course go. Right. So I'll be up there tomorrow for his district championship, see if he qualifies for state. Okay. And so I didn't know that they had an outbreak out there.
I think it was just, I mean, well, of course, it was reported as far as the football team. I want to say it was like around 5, definitely under 10 members of the team who had tested positive, but that's still, you know, that's a lot. And it's weird, right, because you got Lee Summit West who played today, starting their postseason also, and we played Lee Summit West last week. Make it make sense. I don't know.
Just reminded me something. I forgot. So tomorrow, I'll be with James. We're gonna have a celebration. Today is actually my dad's 87th birthday.
Oh yeah! Salute.
I want to give you know, love to Pops and let them know we think about him. Right. So.
Shout out Pops. Raise my insulated vodka filled glass to you. Yes, sir.
I raised the Corona.
Raised the Corona. All right. But we were talking about it at work, and I guess this is kind of sort of side-eye kind of thing. These people were talking about how in California, I guess some parents had went as far to try to sue the state, saying that because they had shut down these varsity athletics, they were limiting their kids' ability or proposals or prospects as far as getting into college. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a little weird. I mean, I get it, but I was kind of like, but I don't want my kids getting COVID either, so I get why they did it. And then I guess there was also talk about somewhere, out east or up north, where they basically, when they canceled the football season, these parents basically got all together with monies and everything and made a private club so they can have a football season. Yeah, nigga, it's like, and you can guess the race, but but it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Like just that need for sports and that need for escapism, how it trickles down all the way to like the lowest denominator in some ways. It seems like to me.
Dude, there's a trailer that just came out. I don't know, did y'all share it? Or I don't know where I got it from. But there's a trailer coming out for a new movie.
That was like Lavender.
Which that her said?
Yeah, about it's like 2024 or some shit like that,
and Corona's still around, and then it mutated and it got worse, and millions and millions of people, worldwide.
Yeah, because I said strike while because it's like supposed to be J.J. Abrams, I think, who's supposed to
something like that.
Yeah, I said strike while the iron's hot, and you was like, yeah, just like Ice Cube or some shit. Yeah, that was Lady Lavender. That was Lady Lavender.
Check that shit out, dog.
Yeah, that was Lady Lavender in our the chat group. Yeah, she put that up, and I was just like, motherfuckers going crazy. I mean, when we look at 2020 history books, bro, it's not gonna be pretty. Our grandkids gonna be looking at us with so much shame.
I just hope it ended 2020. This shit might roll over 21, bro.
Nah.
Cause they talking about the
nigga,
second
the
and third.
inaugurations in 21. If this nigga try some tricks, nigga, I don't know.
Try some tricks, and then like we said though, even if Biden wins and the numbers show clearly that he wins, there's a lot of people out there who ain't gonna take that.
No.
And they let it be known they not gonna take it.
It's 40. I'd say 42% of the Americans is not going to take it. Not likely.
I mean, we got we covered it in a couple episodes ago. We got motherfuckers practicing getting out of PT Cruisers or wherever the fuck that little car, whatever they were in, a Mini, and got the fucking semi-automatic rifles, practicing maneuvers as far as cover and fire and invasion and shit like that. Yeah, man, they're not doing that just for fun.
Snatch up the governor.
Yeah, they're not doing that shit just for fun.
No, this is practice.
Yeah, it's not fucking Confederate Union Army reenactment these niggas is doing. So y'all be safe.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, shit.
White folks and a lot of time on their hands. That's what I call it.
Well, this nigga need a lot of time on it.
A lot of time on his hands.
On his books, nigga.
Yeah. So NYPD officer Michael Valva. Excuse me. Volva. Yeah. Charged with murder after his autistic son froze to death in garage. But thankfully he quit the police force. Thanks, sir.
Well, like 10 months later, though.
Yeah. The NYPD officer accused of beating his autistic 8-year-old son, letting him freeze to death in an unheated Long Island garage in the middle of winter, has quit the police force. Michael Valva, 41, resigned Wednesday after 15 years in the NYPD. Who cares about that? Valva and his fiancée, Angela Polina, are charged with murder. His son, Thomas, froze to death January 17th. Remember, this is up in New York. January 17th, after his father allegedly forced him to sleep in the garage of the Family Center Mochi's home. Whatever. The boy's body temperature had dropped to 76 degrees. Valva's lawyer, John Loturco, told Daily News he voluntarily left the NYPD to protect what he's already put into his pension.
You hear that? This nigga got to keep he froze his son to death, and NYPD let him keep his pension. This nigga's a fucking policeman. He's sworn to protect and serve. He has put his son, of all the people he's supposed to protect,
all the people,
in an unheated garage in January up in New York, Long Island, and then you gonna let this thing keep his pension?
Yeah.
I read this part to you. The NYPD offered him a resignation without a disciplinary hearing, and that allowed him not to admit any culpability and just resign. Allowed him to keep his pension, but in exchange, there's no salary going forward. Oh, thank you. Loturco said, and they didn't have to pursue any disciplinary hearing.
That shit happened in January. This nigga resigned in October, bro. I don't do math too well, but that sounds like 10 months to me.
That's 10, yeah.
That nigga drew that check for 10 months.
Yeah.
A recording recovered by investigators captured Viola and Polina discussing Thomas after another child asked why the boy couldn't walk. He keeps face planting on the concrete, Viola said in the recording. When Polina said, "You know why he's falling?" the cop responded, "Because he's cold." Boo fucking who?
He's face planting because he's autistic.
No, he's probably frozen at this point in time.
Oh, okay. Oh,
this nigga, come on, man, autistic kid. This nigga put up
and the autism too.
First of all, he's
autism doesn't make you autistic. It doesn't make you so. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't correlate to you being clumsy, but definitely sleeping in a garage and probably having fucking nerve damage definitely does.
Right. Right. So you have a special needs kid and you abuse him by putting him in a very cold garage and freezes him to death.
And who is this bitch? Who is this woman to stay with this I mean that. Hey, that was my next question.
Cause like it's a fucking monster, bro.
Cause first of all, if I'm with a woman and she got a child and she abusing them, I'm calling the police and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I might take the kid with me.
Yeah.
Figure this shit out later.
Leaving with my child. Yeah.
You just gotta arrest me. I'm like, did you kidnap this kid? Yeah. This bitch been punching this kid in the face for the past fucking 2 months. I just found out.
Right.
What we gonna do?
Yes.
And this is, like you said, this is a cop though, right? This is a thin blue line.
This is a cop.
The shield and the badge and all this shit.
Yeah, so he's protected by the thin blue line.
Protect the boys in blue and all this shit like that.
Yeah.
This bastardized flag I gotta see. There's now so many of them now. It's just like,
So
this what we protecting?
Yeah. So we protect monsters, people who kill children. That's who we want to protect. That's the reputations that we want to protect. That's the one who we want to, I forgot what the word I want to use, but
grapes.
But basically these are the people that America says, oh, the cops are not bad, or they turn a blind eye when cops behave badly, such as these. We got to support the cops, or whatever.
Because people bought into this childhood imagery. I believe like it's just a uniform, right? People believe the uniform isn't bad. Yeah, an article of clothing by itself isn't bad. Or a soldier's empty uniform isn't bad, but it's filled by pieces of shit humans. You know what I'm saying?
It's that son of a bitch that's in that motherfucker.
And people forget about it. I don't know if people forget about that shit. They don't forget about it, but they try to use the uniform. The uniform is the thing we got to protect. The uniform is the most important thing above all. While we saying fuck this kid, it's dead.
Right.
Nigga, hold on. If the uniform is doing right, if the uniform is within its scope of practice,
yep.
I back the uniform.
When the
fucking uniform go astray. When motherfuckers are freezing their kids in fucking garages in New York in January.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck that shit. No.
Yeah, I'm saying I agree, but we know, we see it time and time again. People put the uniform above any fucking thing, whether the person in uniform doing bad or right. Because whenever we see these videos, whenever you go to the comments, what's the first thing you see in the comments? Well, what was that person doing? Why they do that?
Always. Always.
I'm sure there's a motherfucker out here somewhere that's probably said, what was that 8-year-old boy doing? You know what I'm saying? This is the world.
No.
Being goddamn autistic.
Being autistic. Hoping that his daddy would take care of him.
Dude, I first heard this story, I first read the story, man, I went straight in my mind to my 7-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
God, I couldn't imagine, bro. I couldn't imagine. Somebody got to die.
Somebody got to die.
Yeah, he got to die.
And you can call me up, and I'll be like, you can be like, Raj, I just found out this happened to my daughter. I'm about to ride out. I'm like, nigga, come swoop me up. We can all go together.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a fucking foul.
Yeah.
He needs to be beat the shit out of.
Well,
with his
Could you
own
imagine?
baton.
Could you? Where's the mother? Is the mother dead? Is the mother divorced? Is the mother?
No, the mother was right there with him.
That's a fiance.
That's his fiance. That's his girlfriend.
So is the mother? I don't know.
Mother must be dead or something. Because I'm pretty sure if the mother was alive, he would have had some hands put on him.
Probably had to lead his monster too. Fucking left. Oh, good.
Because he's cold. Boo fucking who. That's the response
That he gave
to his fiance when another kid asked about why this young boy was falling. And even with that, even with these, and hold on, this is a recording that was recovered. Even with that, the NYPD let this motherfucker go with his full pension. As long as he resigned.
Kept this nigga on payroll for 10 months.
Right then and there, America, you know how the NYPD act.
That nigga probably got about $60,000 to $80,000 of taxpayer money.
Of taxpayers' money.
Mm-hmm.
And you want us to support these motherfuckers.
Sincere defense. Okay, but I'll read this so it's on the podcast. So Valvola, the officer, had a status conference in Suffolk County Supreme Court on Wednesday. Laturco, who's the attorney, said he plans to ask the court to hold separate trials of Alva and Polina, the fiance, since their defense strategies will put them at odds with each other. So they just gonna both be lying. He's also hoping to suppress some of Alva's statements to investigators. He said, There's more to follow. We definitely gonna keep a watch on this.
Yeah.
Definitely keep a watch on this.
Like I said, I hope both of them bastards burn in hell in a vat of acid.
But it is a good question though. Like maybe as the story progresses and evolves, we find out where the mother is, because there is no mention of her anywhere in here. So, for sure,
we need old girl from Kansas City to ride out to New York and read this nigga too, man.
Yeah,
this nigga too. Man, she gonna be busy because she need to ride out a lot of places. Philly police
She need to go to West Philadelphia.
Yes,
born and raised.
Yeah, Philly police pulled a woman from SUV during unrest. A protest that happened because of the shooting earlier this week. Shooting and killing, I should say. Beat her, separated her from her child, and handcuffed her at the hospital. Attorneys say. Okay. On the back end of that, because it's on a separate story that you got to read to find out, the cops took the black kid from the family SUV and then said he was lost.
Can we got the audio on that though, right?
Let me see here.
Because there was somebody who was narrating. She was taking the video and she was narrating what she was seeing.
Oh, for the woman being pulled out her.
Yeah. Because I mean that shit was crazy. I was like, there's like 100 cops out here, and they are breaking the windows out and snatching niggas up out of fucking you know what I'm saying, minivans.
I think they took it off because something went wrong. Is now
refresh
popping up.
That, man, because I saw it like earlier.
Let me see.
But that shit was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Some unrest had taken place in West Philadelphia, and so they had the police had on riot gear, and I'm telling you, there were hundreds.
Here we go.
Hundreds of police officers present at the scene, and allegedly, what happened is the woman, and I think I sent it out to Zeb. Zeb said the other day that he took his kid out to go. There it is, right there. Put her to sleep. So she basically want to put 2 years to sleep by putting a toddler in the car. We've all done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We've all done it. Goes to pick up like a nephew or niece or something like that, and they drive and they turn down the wrong street and there's hundreds of cops, and the cops stop the car, break the windows, snatch everybody out the car, snatch the kid, and bounce with the kid.
Right.
It's wild. It's crazy.
I'll play some of it, see if it loads up here. No, damn it. Oh. Try and narrate here. I'll back up a little bit because let's see what happens is, as Joe said, it looks like her vehicle is stopped. She's not trying to run the cops over, but I mean it's like a gang of cops.
Wow!
You hear them busting out the windows. And it's like 20 officers on this car, bro.
Oh shit!
They open the door. They pull the woman out. They're surrounding her.
If it's 20 officers on the car, it's another 150.
They bust up all the windows in that
sitting around the
joint.
area, just kind of
Was
watching.
there kids in there? Somebody just hopped out with a baby. Come on.
Yeah, see, they got the baby.
They just bust up all the windows.
But when we are out there peacefully, we're the thugs. These motherfuckers behave
If you
like
have
thugs.
brown skin, you're
They
a thug.
behave like as the quote unquote looters that everyone says that we are. That's how they behave, man. Like you are there to serve the public. They're doing nothing but serving their own self interest of providing fear to the community. And then they, unfortunately,
But they didn't get no charges though. After fucked up this nigga's woman's car,
no charges.
and snatched her child up, and then separated her from her child.
Yeah. Essentially kidnapped her.
You don't feel the need to get no charges after all this action right here. You don't feel the need for no charges. So obviously you overreacted.
Wow. So, hold on. So, is this the police chief? Her name is Danielle Outlaw? Ha! How fitting.
Oh man, how fucking outlaw become the chief of police? That's crazy.
I think, I don't remember the day it was, but I was asked about whether or not I had seen that video. And as soon as it was brought to my attention, an internal affairs investigation had been initiated. Since that time, we've identified the officer responsible for the one that we...
Hold. She said the officer.
I seen 20.
She said the officer.
She don't know how to conjugate verbs, nigga.
Yeah, she must not.
see using the strikes against the car, and that officer has since been placed on restricted duty.
Okay. I thought she was going to say the officer that had the baby.
Motherfucking duty.
I thought she was going to say the officer that had the baby. But she said the one officer, y'all please look at these show notes, please. The one officer, she said, that was providing blows to the car?
There were at minimum 20 touching the car up.
At least.
At minimum 20 touching the car.
I think I counted 20 on one side.
Because they came in a wave. It was like that initial wave, and they pulled the mother out of the car, and then them niggas was taking care of her on the sidewalk, and then a whole another 15, 20 came and was still fucking the car up.
As soon as she got out the car, they stopped hitting the car. They started hitting her with the billy clubs, man.
That's what I'm saying. It was like two waves. It was like the initial wave pulled her out. And there was like 15 niggas on her, and then another 15, 20 came to the car again when the baby was in there, or they pulled the baby out and was still fucking the car up.
They said when they picked up the baby still had broken glass in the car seat. Mm-hmm. Nigga, they just left the baby in the car seat with broken glass in it. You niggas some fuck niggas, man. Oh.
But like I like, and here I sit as a man who was raised by two cops, and I'm still, I'm not supposed to feel some kind of way about this. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to. When I see the police, I'm not supposed to have fear. Like when my boys walk by, they want to say, "Oh, it's the police," because they stole that bullshit in school. I want to say hi. I'm like, hey, nigga, let's go, and just keep moving, Ellis. No, he ain't gotta say hi to this nigga. He gonna shoot you in the fucking back 20 years from now.
Right.
Try to feed you Oreos right now.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm just.
I mean, this shit sickens me, man.
And then, like I said, we said, and then the video or the picture of this cop carrying the child was posted on this pro-police Facebook post saying that this child was lost.
Kidnapped the child. That child was kidnapped because she was separated. Yeah, she wasn't fucking. The kid wasn't fucking lost. Fuck y'all.
Nigga, you know where the fuck the parent is? That ain't lost. The parent's in custody.
The parent is the one y'all beating the fuck out of on the street, and y'all snatching the damn kid. That's kidnapping. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Claimed that he was lost during the violent riots, wandering around barefoot, and that police were protecting this child.
Police was beating the damn
nigga, he was in the vehicle. How was he wandering around? Who took him out the car to wander around?
When that white bitch did.
Okay.
My girl said this building would make some lovely low rent condos.
Low rent, yeah. Low rent luxury condos. You think not?
She said, I don't give a fuck about y'all.
Right.
I'm trying to make this motherfucking police station condos, nigga. That's just right in the heart of downtown.
This is a lovely building.
We can come up on these.
Yeah.
Let's continue on with the fuckery though. Louisville police officer sues Kenneth Walker, boyfriend of Breonna Taylor, for emotional distress, assault, and battery.
Now we know why Ice Cube said "fuck the police," bro.
Yeah. This is exactly why he said "fuck the police." Because
go ahead.
This son of a bitch has the audacity to sue somebody or countersue somebody for breaking into their home unannounced and killing the person's girlfriend.
Kenneth Walker had all charges dropped on him because he was clearly within the bounds of staying your ground and your castle laws.
And that's why they're doing the civil
your
lawsuit.
motherfucking laws.
An officer involved in the fatal shooting, Breonna Taylor, has filed a civil suit against the 26-year-old's boyfriend for emotional distress, assault, and battery on the night she was killed. The lawsuit claims Louisville Sergeant Jonathan Madley experienced severe trauma, mental anguish, and emotional distress because of Kenneth Walker's actions defending his home on March 13th.
Exactly.
Trauma. They broke into the house of Breonna Taylor when they already had the ex-boyfriend in custody. Nigga, come on, man. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. Who the fuck comes up with this, bruh?
No, we are living the onion, nigga. That's where we at. We are living the onion.
Yeah.
Not to piss you off, but this is going to piss you off. Walker's conduct, this is the lawyer. Walker's conduct, that's Breonna Taylor's
Walker's
boyfriend.
the boyfriend, right?
Yeah, that's Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. Walker's conduct in shooting Madley is outrageous, intolerable, and offends all accepted standards of decency and morality, the lawsuit said.
Nigga, we are a Second Amendment country. Everybody out here talking about my Second Amendment rights. This is what the fuck the Second Amendment was made for: government intrusion.
And let's not forget, it not only stand your ground. I don't know if Louisville is stand your ground state, but it doesn't matter because Walker, who is a licensed gun owner, legal firearm, which he shot back at to an intruder in his home.
Right.
Because you know they arrested him hoping that firearm wasn't registered, right? That's why they arrested him. They were hoping. They were hoping.
They were praying.
Fishing expedition.
Uh-huh. And like, oh, damn.
Nigga got papers.
This nigga, all his paperwork. Oh, shit.
That nigga got papers. Shit. We could sue him. No, you can't.
They trying.
They could try, but according to their own fucking law, he's protected.
They do have a stand your ground law in Louisville.
Mm-hmm. Kentucky has a stand your ground.
Yep.
But he's protected against any criminal persecution and
just,
civil liability.
He's not just standing your ground. He's standing your ground in his castle.
In his home.
Yeah.
Castle law,
he has the
standing
castle
ground law, all that good shit.
He's in his home. He's the Zimmerman shit was standing your ground, but the niggas was out wandering around.
Yes.
Right.
This nigga is in his home. He's in his castle.
Yes.
Come on.
They have the castle law, so he's protected by the castle law. Yeah,
that's what his attorneys say. Kenny Walker is protected by law under KRS 503.085 and is immune from both criminal prosecution and civil liability as he was acting in self-defense in his own home. Attorney Steve Romney said in a statement obtained by CBS News. This shouldn't even be the news.
No, it shouldn't even make the news. No. So there you go. And it even says right there that he was protected by not only the stand your ground law, but the castle rules.
We ain't gonna talk about this grand jury shit though. That's a whole nother thing though. We ain't gonna talk about that motherfucker. Apartheid hairline having ass nigga. But anyway, it's a whole nother thing. So, put this on the back
Y'all
side.
go with that thing.
Apartheid.
Oh shit.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.